Welcome back to Game Changers. Ezra Frech is a typical 10-year-old boy. He goes to school, he hangs out with friends, and he absolutely loves playing sports, especially track and field. But I want you to take one look at Ezra, and you'll see why he's anything but ordinary. Our crew caught up with the boy wonder who's using track and field to unite the disabled community. Throughout the year, UCLA's famed Drake Stadium will play host to a number of awe-inspiring track and field events. But on this day, a rare and equally inspiring event is uniting hundreds of disabled athletes at the inaugural Angel City Games. At the heart of this unique competition isn't a university or a business, but rather a 10-year-old boy named Ezra. Born with severe limb deficiencies, Ezra Frech was different from day one.
I was born with one finger on my left hand and a full left leg, but it was curved in. And I had surgery when I was 2.5 years old, and they removed the curved part of my leg, and they transplanted the big toe onto my left hand, so I had 2 fingers so I could pick up stuff.
But there was something else different about Ezra. That was apparent from birth, not physically, but spiritually.
Literally, when he was born, he came out and he was silent. And he stared down everybody in that room. We were all silent. And I knew at that moment, like, wow, there's something really extraordinary about this child.
I asked God, why was I born like this? Why choose me out of the 300 kids in my school? And why am I the only one that has a disability? Why did it have to be me? But then I just gotta say, well, this is life. I was born different. I can't change it, so I just gotta have fun and make the best out of my life.
From an early age, Ezra wouldn't let a disability define him. Instead, it motivated him, especially when it came to sports like track and field.
Sports has always been there for me. When I play sports, I don't feel different. I feel at home. Somewhere where I can go and my friends think of me as a regular player. What I love about track and field so much is just the excitement of being in a competition. I mean, I love every competition, but what kid doesn't like to run, jump, and throw stuff? It's so fun out here.
By combining his unbridled spirit with a desire for competition, it was only a matter of time until Ezra went from athlete to activist.
We've been traveling around the United States, taking Ezra to all these track events and swimming events. Everyone we would come across would talk about what an impact Ezra was having on them. And we thought, you know, we have such a beautiful, rich, diverse, disabled community here, and a community that supports it and loves them, but they just don't know about all the events that these incredible athletes can partake in. So that was how the Angel City Games evolved.
The Angel City Games is all about bringing the physically disabled community to LA, and we just want to make it a really big event, somewhere where people come from hopefully all around the world.
We really wanted to create a place where new athletes, experienced athletes could come together, learn, train, do clinics, and then compete.
And at the inaugural event, athletes from all over have gathered to not only compete against each other, but to reciprocate Ezra's message, united by a common cause, but with stories each their own. Like Nick Ekbatani, a former offensive lineman at UCLA who lost his leg in a near-fatal motorcycle accident 3 years ago.
The first time I met Ezra was a couple months after my amputation in 2012. We were both at a triathlon down in San Diego, and here's this little boy who's just got every reason in the world to complain and to make excuses and to be bitter, and he's not. And every day when I have a bad day, I think about Ezra, and I'm like, Ezra wouldn't complain, you know? Ezra would make it happen.
Coming up, find out why Ezra's true calling in life isn't to compete, but to inspire. And then, take a campus tour at a school that's making waves in the art of video game design.
Though he was born with a physical disability, Ezra Frech has been driven since the day he entered the world. Now, at the age of 10, he's the driving force behind the inaugural Angel City Games, and a force to be reckoned with on the track. He set multiple national track and field records for children with disabilities, and at these particular games, he's placed first in 5 different events.
Every time I see him competing on the track, he's getting faster and faster, and he has a career in the Paralympics. He just has that natural athletic ability. I think that's a beautiful thing, because when other kids see him, they say to themselves, well, shoot, if Ezra can do it, I can.
I just lost my leg 3 years ago, but I came out here and I get to be amongst so many athletes who are still just living their lives out loud and doing what they do and having fun and personifying no excuses. And it just uplifted my spirits, made me happy, put a smile on my face.
And though he participates in the events, Ezra's true calling is helping others around him. Look no further than the name on his birth certificate.
The thing that I'm most proud of is that he embodies his name. So the name Ezra means the helper, the teacher, and we chose that name intentionally, thinking there's a story here, there's a message here. Not sure where this journey is taking us, but we're pretty sure this kid's gonna help and educate at least our immediate community. Maybe didn't realize the broader world.
We said, you, boy, are going to make an impact in this world and teach this world about how diverse and rich and beautiful it is, and it comes in different variations. And he's lived up to that name.
You want to treat others how you want to be treated, and that's why I like to kind of help people learn how to do an event. If I was there and they helped me, I would be so thankful. So I just want to treat them how I would want to be treated.
Ezra's name may mean helper, but he is more than just a helping hand. He's a symbol of determination and an inspiration to anyone he meets along the way.
It's inspired me beyond belief. I mean, he's kept me out of so many dark places in my life. Whenever I'm feeling bad about myself or feeling sorry for myself for losing my leg, I realize that there's a boy like Ezra out there who's dealing with the same thing, dealing with more, but doing more with it, and not letting it limit him at all.
I don't see a limit to his potential, whether it's athletically, doing motivational speaking, and just spreading a message, a positive message to the disabled community and able-bodied community that they can get through their challenges, whatever they are.
He's a kind, generous soul. He's a leader. He's a great friend. He's an unbelievable big brother, and he's an amazing son. And so I'm beyond proud and honored to be his mommy.
The Angel City Games will continue to evolve with each passing year, but its message will stay the same. The differences we are born with are actually what make us alike, and Ezra wouldn't have it any other way.
We all just have to embrace our differences. If I wasn't disabled, I wouldn't have met this amazing community. I wouldn't have been doing what I was been doing. I'm proud to be different. I would not press any button that would change my life. I wouldn't press a button that would give me 2 legs, 2 arms, make me perfect. I wouldn't have any differences, whatever. I would not press that button. I am happy the way I am. I am what I am.
Up next, find out how gaming has become more academic than ever. Class is now in session.